Hello everyone. Welcome to the solution of LeetCode problem 27 named remove element. In this problem, we are given an integer array and an integer value val. We have to remove all occurrence of val in our integer array. The order of the elements may be changed. Then we have to return the number of the elements presented in the array which are not equal to the given value. The algorithm is here. We have to change the input array such that first k element of the given input array consists the element which are not equal to the given value, and the remaining elements of the current array are not important. After that, we have to return the number of k, which is the number of element in the given array which is not equal to the given value. Now let's understand the first example. Here the array contains 4 elements, which is 3, 2, 2, 3, and the input value is 3. So we have to remove all of the element which is equal to 3 from the input array. So here the remaining element is 2 and 2. So we have to put them in the first and second place, and the remaining place will become empty, or it doesn't matter. In the example 2, the array contains 8 elements, which is 0, 1, 2, 2, 3, 0, 4, 2, and the value is 2. So we have to remove all of the element which is equal to 2 from the array. And there are 3 2s here, so we have to insert the remaining 5 element accordingly, which is 0, 1, 4, 0, 3 here. I hope you understood the example. Now let's understood the constraint. Here, the array length can be in between 0 to 100, and each of the array element can be in between 0 to 50, and the input value can be in between 0 to 100. I hope you understood the constraint. Now let's move on to the solution. Now let's understand the example by using the first given input. Here, the first input is 3, 2, 2, 3, and our current value is 3, which is given. Now we are taking 2 pointers, I and j. Initially, both of them are pointing to the first element, which is 3. Now we are using a for loop which points each of the element in the given vector subsequently. Now at first, we have to check if our current element ai is equal to value or not. If our current element ai is not is equal to given value, in this case, we have to assign our a of j to a of I and increment the pointer value j by 1. This is the pseudocode. Now I am explaining the main algorithm. At first, our current ai is 3, which is equal to value. In this case, we don't have to do anything. After that, our current I will point to the second element, which is 2. But 2 is not is equal to 3. So here, we have to erase the first element or the jth element from the input vector and put the current a of I to the a of j. So here current a of I is 2. So we have to put 2 here. Now our current I is pointing to the third element, which is 2. Again, it is not equal to the given value 3. But before that, we have to update our pointer value j to the second index. Now, this 2 is not equal to this 3. So, again we have to erase our second element, which is 2, and insert the third element into the second position. Now, our current I is pointing to the third element, and our current j is pointing to the third element. But again, this 3 is equal to this 3. So in this case, we don't have to do anything. So it is mentioned in our question that we only have to consider those elements which is not equal to the given value. In this case, the given value is 3. So we have to consider only the value 2 and put them into the first 2 place. And it is also mentioned that we don't have to consider the remaining places. So here we can say that there are only 2 elements which is not equal to the given value. So in this case, we have to return the answer 2. I hope you understood the algorithm. Now let's move into the code. The code is pretty simple. At first, we are given a function named removeElement. There are 2 parameters of this function. One is a vector, another is a value. And inside this function, we are using a for loop, which iterates to first index to the last index of our given array. And before this for loop, we are declaring a pointer where initial value of j is equal to 0. Now, in each iteration of the for loop, we have to check whether our current I is not equal to the value or not. If it is not equal to the value, then we have to insert the value of a of I into the a of j and increment the pointer value j by 1. After that, we have to return the value j, which is the number of element in our input vector that is not equal to the value. I hope you understood the code. Now let's move on to the time and space complexity analysis of this program. Now let's understand the time and space complexity. Here, the time complexity of this program is big O of n because we have to iterate the entire vector at least 1. So the overall time complexity is big O of n, where n is the size of the vector. And the space complexity is big O of 1 because we are using one extra pointer j to determine the answer. So for this pointer, the space complexity is big O of 1. Thank you everyone for watching this video. We will get back soon with another LeetCode solution.